Tag it out.
She's yours.
What's that for me?
For you.
Salute, Captain.
Well, not one for Matt because he doesn't drink.
Matt, don't drink.
Yeah. Salute. Boost is dead.
Boost is dead.
It's a Boost. Pour one out for Boost.
All right, so what you got?
Speaking of Boost, Eugene, hand me the Beluga. Check it out.
Ooh, the OG.
What's your favorite Yeezy?
It's, the 350 is always been my favorite. You know the Beluga is my favorite because it was the first.
Yeah.
It was the first one.
First V2.
The first V2, yeah. And the orange and the gray, I thought it was fire. I loved it. They came out with the 2.0. Wasn't a fan. Felt too much like they're ripping off the 1.0. Or the OG V2. So that's the one. You just got that?
Yeah, man. It's clean, right? It's always been my favorite V2 probably. Not just because it was OG. Honestly, I didn't like it in photos, but when you first see that solar red stripe,
Yeah.
it just pops.
It pops.
You see this thing from a mile away.
Is that the first one we've had on the show?
I think so.
Is this the first Yeezy we've had here?
I was wearing them last episode.
Yeah, you did wear them.
But I didn't. No, we haven't actually.
Featured it
we
like
have.
that?
I've
First one
never.
we had was
You're right.
blue.
We've never done this before.
Yeah.
But cool. You notice anything weird about this?
Have you noticed anything strange about that shoe?
Yes.
Anything weird?
What?
It's ugly. And
You are wrong, sir.
False. False. But to the trained eye, you'll notice that this shoe's not real.
That shoe's
I mean,
fake.
it's real. It's here.
That shoe is
This is
fake.
not a legit shoe. It's just not.
What's the giveaways? How do you know? How do you know that shoe's fake?
So
tell us, man.
yeah, this is worth mentioning. I think that it's important now because the price on this shoe has dropped tremendously. This is a shoe this time last year was selling for about $1,300.
Yep.
$1,300.
Yeah.
And now this shoe, I mean, slightly worn, you can get them for like 4s, 5s. Brand new DS, you might find one
Hold on.
for
What does my shirt say?
Boost is
Boost
dead.
is dead.
Resell's dead on Boost, that's for sure. I think it's worth mentioning because, so on Texas Sneaker Assembly, I probably get, 5, 10 DMs a day, people asking me to legit check their Yeezys.
Right.
Because there's so many fakes out there.
Right.
And right now is the most dangerous time to buy fakes because the price is low, which means that you're not gonna, the first tip to a fake, I always ask people, is the price too good to be true?
Right.
Right? If it's a $1,000 shoe
Right.
and he wants $300 for it, are you an idiot? Do you think it would be real?
Yeah.
Probably not,
You're
right?
gonna get the homie price on a dude you don't know that's just gonna decide he wants to hook you up.
But think about it, as prices fall, it becomes more likely that you're gonna run into a fake and not realize the first obvious sign, which is price.
Right.
So it's important to know what to look for in a fake.
If it's too good,
Right.
it's too good.
And so this is a PK. This is Perfect Kicks. This was their God batch, right? And the only thing that tipped you off really.
God batch. That means what? Perfect.
God batch is whenever they get to the point where they have, so they come out with several runs of fakes. They'll have 3, 4, 5 editions. The God batches, that's PK's, this is the batch. This is made with authentic materials.
Right.
They use the same factories,
Right.
the same everything. Generally, the shoes are almost 1-to-1. You'll notice tiny differences, but for the most part, this shoe is just like a legit Beluga.
Right.
So they spend a lot of time on the shoes, but you know what they don't spend time on?
What?
The box.
The box.
The box.
The box is a dead giveaway.
First of all, if you come to me and you ask me, are these legit? There's no box. Get out of my DMs.
Right.
You're an idiot.
Right.
Who loses a Yeezy box?
They don't. Everybody keeps their Yeezy box. Everybody keeps their boxes now.
Right.
If people say, "Oh, I get rid of the box," you're a liar, bro. Not
Right.
for these type of shoes.
Yeah.
So you know what? Before we even get any further, they thought they got us, right? America out there looked at us and they said, like, "Oh my God, look, he's got fake shoes," but you really thought you didn't know. You
They
didn't
probably
know.
did. There's probably one guy.
It's okay.
He's leaving comments and then he had to
real.
erase
Hey,
it.
leave the comment. You thought you had us. Leave the comment.
These fools
Motherfuckers got fakes. They
Yeah.
didn't even know.
Now, we're going to show you some things to look for in a fake. So,
Matter of fact, why don't we show them the real pair? Because we do have a real pair
yeah,
here, right?
that'd be great. Actually,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
It's
for
visual. People are
comparison.
visual
Just
these
hand me the
days.
shoe. Just the shoe here. And then I'll get the box in a second.
That's real?
Yeah, it's my pair.
This one's real. But take a look at that.
They look identical.
Look at the stripe colors.
Yep. But you know what I noticed
It's
immediately? Look at the fadeaway. The fadeaway at the very beginning of the
tip.
of the toe.
Here's the thing about Yeezys though. Different
Right,
sizes
right.
have different fadeaways.
Right.
And in the shorter sizes, it comes closer to the middle of the shoe, whereas the larger sizes, it's a little further away. Look at the back stripes. This was something on Yeezys that for the early fakes was so hard for the companies to get was the stripe was wrong. The fade was wrong. A Yeezy's supposed to come solid to,
right?
to the seam and then fade out.
Right.
A lot of the early ones, it was solid all the way through the
Right.
seam. But you look at the toe, I mean, it's on point. They nailed the color because it's the same
It's close.
material.
It's close.
They're using the same factories for
Yep.
this stuff. That's how good fakes have gotten.
Right.
You look at the insides, it's the same, right?
Well, most people
there
don't
are
know.
subtle differences.
Right.
Right.
Most people
So-
don't know that Adidas doesn't actually have a factory.
Right.
They contract out the factories in Asia and
Yeah.
all over Asia.
They just
not
find
one.
factories.
Right.
that
And they make it
shoes,
for them.
And they'll contract them to
Right.
make the shoes.
And other factories who probably didn't get the bid, because it's like any other business. You bid out. A company decides they want a shoe made. They bid it out to 5, 6 different companies.
Yeah.
Factories, one gets it, but everybody else has their own mold. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They have access to the same materials because they know.
Yes.
So
They'll have the same friends.
gray
small
markets,
circle.
if you will.
So, what to look for, right? So, first things first, I always take a look at the box, right? So, I'll set these shoes down just for a second and take a look at the box. So, on a Yeezy 350 box, if you had this next to a legit box, go ahead and hand me the legit box. First thing you'll notice, size. A 9.5. This is a size 13. The box is supposed to be slightly bigger.
Yeah.
It's
They're
'cause it's
basically
from
they're the
Asia.
same size.
Right.
That's why that thing barely fits in that thing.
Doesn't fit. The shoe
all.
doesn't fit.
It's
When I
literally
first got
squished
them, it
in.
was like bulging out the side
Right.
of it. So another thing, if you look at the font, the coloring,
Right.
the font as far as the text it goes is the same, but if you look at the actual color, it's supposed to be almost opaque, see-through.
See-through, right?
So this is just a bold font. This one you can actually kind of see through it, right? The other thing to look for, and this is what I tell people all the time, is look for the subtleties, look for the little differences. So when you look at the label itself, I always check out the little guy, right? The little guy is supposed to be really close. He's got almost like what looks like a little hand here, whereas here it's just a nub.
Right.
The font's slightly off. I look for the way that stuff lines up. Like this where it says Yeezy, it's a little bolder.
Right.
Than the fake pair is a little more bold. You know what the first thing I always look for?
I can see it from here.
The trefoil
I can see
in
it from here,
Adidas
right there.
is supposed to line up with the side of this O. And every single pair of Yeezy V2s, that's the case.
Right.
This lines up with the outside of that O, and this is off.
You have a lot of
Straight
people
off.
panicking right now, running to get their V2 boxes because they don't know
Wouldn't
what
that
they
be some
got.
shit?
I mean,
That's
people are
funny,
running
bro.
right now. Go check your shit.
Let me
Listen
know
to the man
if
and go
I
check
just
your
found
shit.
you fakes. So the paper itself, paper on a legit pair, feels waxy. This paper is almost just like regular tissue paper you get whenever
It looks thicker.
someone gives you a gift card.
The real one looks like there's
It's a
so
little
much more.
thicker. Yeah. And here's what's really scary about fakes, is it came with this. It came with this.
The fake?
I bought these from PK's site. This is a receipt from Foot Locker. And the only thing you would notice about it is that it's a little thicker than receipt paper.
Yeah.
But
You see how it
it's
stays
got
all hard and
cashier Nancy, register 002. It's got the phone number for a real store.
So even the receipt's fake, Matt?
Yeah.
let me see the receipt.
Bro.
Everything's fake.
You should
They're
be
serious
CIA
about
But,
this.
but, but look,
Vegas.
but check this out. Hold
You
it. Hold
are
this receipt. You'll
amazing.
know immediately. Hold it.
Wow.
Put it in your hands. You'll know.
How am I gonna tell the
Just
difference?
Just feel
hold
it.
the receipt.
You ever felt the receipts that
Oh,
big?
that's fake.
Yeah.
Look how thick it is.
Wow.
But I mean,
Yeah.
Every other
down-
receipt you get flips and buttons and
down
whatever.
to the type of
Yeah.
clips they use for the tags, it's identical. So you have to look for the little differences,
That's
right?
insane, dude.
Another thing I always look at, insoles, right? Insoles are an easy way to tell because Adidas uses high resolution printers
Right.
for their boost ball too. That's kind of cool. High resolution printers for their insoles. If you look at these, you've got, first of all, they're slightly different colors.
Yep.
And then the trefoil itself on an Adidas, it's actually it's almost like it's iron on a sticker, and the lines in the trefoil are clean. And this one, it's just a big blurry mess. It's a big blurry mess.
People are running right now. Go check your shit.
Let me
Listen
know
to the man and
if
go
I
check
just
your
found
shit.
you fake.